Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're diving into a real roller coaster of a story in 1 Kings chapters 15 and 16. We're talking about a rapid succession of kings, and let me tell you, it's a messy, dramatic, and fascinating look at what happens when leaders turn away from God. So let's set the scene. The kingdom of Israel is divided. In the south we have Judah, and in the north we have Israel. We start with Abijam, who becomes king of Judah. The Bible is pretty blunt here. It says he walked in all the sins his father had committed. Not a great start, right? But here's an interesting twist. For David's sake, God gave him a lamp in Jerusalem, meaning he allowed his dynasty to continue. It's a powerful reminder of God's faithfulness to his promises, even when people mess up. After Abijam, his son Asa takes the throne in Judah, and this is where we see a major shift. Asa is a reformer. He does what is right in the eyes of the Lord. He gets rid of the idols, cleans house, and even removes his own grandmother, Maacah, from her position as queen mother because she had made a repulsive idol. That took some serious courage. Asa's reign shows us what a huge difference one leader who is committed to God can make. He brings a period of peace and renewal to Judah. Now let's switch gears and look at what's happening up north in Israel. It's pure chaos. Nadab, Jeroboam's son, is king, and he continues his father's legacy of idol worship. But his reign is cut short. A man named Baasha conspires against him, kills him, and takes the throne. And Baasha doesn't stop there. He wipes out Jeroboam's entire family, fulfilling the prophecy we heard about earlier. You might think, okay, maybe Baasha will turn things around. Nope. He's just as bad, leading Israel down the same path of sin. God sends a prophet Jehu to Baasha with a message, and it's basically a repeat of the warning given to Jeroboam. Because you have walked in the way of Jeroboam and caused my people Israel to sin, I'm going to consume your house, just like I did to his. It's a stark lesson. Power gained through evil means will not last, and leading others into sin has severe consequences. After Baasha dies, his son Elah becomes king. And guess what happens? History repeats itself, but even faster this time. Elah is having a party, getting drunk at his official's house when one of his commanders, Zimri, comes in, strikes him down, and kills him. Zimri declares himself king. Talk about a coup. And what's the first thing Zimri does as king? He eliminates Baasha's entire family. Sound familiar? The prophecy against Baasha's house is fulfilled just like that. But Zimri's reign is the shortest in the entire Bible. 7 days. That's it. When the Israelite army, which was off besieging a Philistine town, hears what Zimri did, they're not having it. They immediately declare their commander Omri as the new king. The army marches on the capital, Tirzah, and when Zimri sees that the city is taken, he retreats into the citadel of the king's palace and sets it on fire around himself. He dies in the blaze. A 7-day reign ending in a fiery suicide. It's a tragic and powerful illustration of how quickly the wicked can fall. But the chaos isn't over yet. The people of Israel are now divided. Half follow a guy named Tibni, and the other half follow Omri. A civil war breaks out, and Omri's side eventually wins. Omri becomes king, and he's described as sinning more than all the kings before him. He even founds a new capital city that you've probably heard of, Samaria. So what's the takeaway from all this drama? These 2 chapters are a whirlwind of kings rising and falling, of prophecies fulfilled, and of the devastating consequences of turning away from God. In Judah, we see that one good king, Asa, can bring reform and peace. But in Israel, we see a downward spiral of violence and idolatry, with each king seeming worse than the last. It's a powerful lesson about leadership, faithfulness, and the fact that God's word always comes true. The choices we make, especially as leaders, have a ripple effect that can last for generations. Thanks so much for watching and digging into this with me. If you found this interesting, hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the stories of the Bible. See you next time.